TIN08 tester is a universal and innovative product that can be used with all load cells of all brands. It allows you to diagnose connection errors or malfunctions by reporting directly which cell has the problem. The tester TIN08 is also able to display different units of measurement, such as kilograms, grams, kilonewton, and pounds. Its main function is to facilitate starting, maintenance, and diagnostics of each weighing system. This tutorial will illustrate the connection between load cells and tester, the startup, the first use, the basic programming, and the calibration function. Let's start with the connection of the tester to the load cells through the junction box. In order to use tester TIN08 correctly, you have to connect the instrument to the junction box by using the white cable. Open the junction box CGS4 and remove the central plug from the card. Take the white cable and connect it to the junction box. There are two kinds of 25-pole connections, male and female. The female cable must be connected to the junction box, whereas the male cable must be connected to the tester. Once the connection has been completed, turn on the weight indicator. The junction box and the card can also be sold individually. The card can be connected to each load cell and can be supplied with an aluminium or PVC casing. Let's begin with the startup and the programming of tester TIN08. The first setting that has to be selected is the number of the load cells connected to the junction box. Later, the tester TIN08 will start with the reading of the impedance values. You can change the screen with the right arrow key and access the load distribution in percentage and the detected impedance values. It is possible to read some data even without programming. Note that the correct values are those expressed in the right-hand column in millivolts per volt, below the signal parameter. If you change screen, you will find the load distribution expressed in percentage. Note that channel number 2 receives a lower load that must be increased. This value has to be between 20% minimum value and 30% maximum value. Now, go back to the main screen. The gross weight value expressed in kilo may contain errors if you do not program the related menu. To access the menu, press the central button in the middle. Select the first menu at the top, Weighing Data, and start setting the necessary data for a correct visualization. The first menu will ask you again the number of the connected load cells. After that, you will be asked to select the desired measurement unit for the weight indication: kilo, grams, pounds, newton, and so on. Later, select the division value. This is the minimum weight variation that the display can show. Now, set the single cell capacity, which can be found on the nameplate of each individual load cell, in this example 2000 kilo. Now, set the sensitivity of every single cell. In this case, the cell number 1 has 3.004, cell number 2 2.995, and so on. After that, the system capacity, or rather, the sum of the single cell capacity, in this case 8,000 kilograms. Close the menu and save the data pressing the key at the bottom on the right. At this point, you will be able to see the single weights and their distribution with the desired measurement unit. In the screen number 2, the load values expressed in percentage will be also updated. Let's go on with the reading of data, the signal generation and the calibration function. If you press the calibrator key at the bottom on the left, you will access a secondary dimension of test1308, the calibration function. At the top on the left, you will see that active function will change from tester to calibrator. In the same screen, you will find the signal parameter, expressed in the same measurement unit of the load cells, the parameter volt, which expresses the power supply voltage in millivolt, and the displayed simulation weight. The tester key allows you to go back to the first dimension and visualize the load cell's signal. The 0 key simulates 0 millivolt per volt and 0 kilograms. This means that no load is on the weighing system. With FS, you may simulate the full scale, in this case equal to 8,000 kilograms. The progress bar on the right side goes from 0 to 100%, and the fast or slow scrolling keys are used to change any simulation value. These signals are used to check whether a weight indicator has a correct calibration, and if the indication of the displayed weight is accurate.